Hi, I'm Carissa, and I'm an OK housewife.
Hi, I'm Daisha, and I'm an OK housewife.
And today we are going to talk about Edmond Happenings, which is where we live here in Oklahoma. And there have been quite a few current events lately that have caught my attention.
Yeah.
Daisha hasn't really seen them.
No, which is kind of weird.
It is weird because normally you're the one like on the in,
Yeah.
but maybe that just shows that I've had nothing going on. And I just like look on social media
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been stuck inside
That's true. That's
because
true.
we've had insane winds that have
Yeah, the wins. Let's
been
talk
crazy.
about those wins. Like, I have never experienced wind like that, and I've
No.
lived in Oklahoma my whole life.
Nothing. Which, yeah, it was. I mean, we made our kids walk around and pick up like all the limbs that had come down.
Really? You had a
Yeah.
lot?
Oh,
Yeah.
so many. It was insane.
Well, you saw my flower beds. It took all of my mulch
Yeah, I saw that.
and blew it all in my yard.
Yeah, that's fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And thankfully it didn't do any damage to like trees, but like I started to question the integrity of my house.
Oh, I think we all did.
Okay.
I wondered if it could pick up my car. I legitimately texted Toby because I had to go pick up Sawyer from school. And I was like,
What?
there's no chance that this wind could like flip my car. And he's like, I think you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like what are the winds for an F1?
It had to have been. I mean, these
They
were
said
70.
Yeah, 70-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah.
And they said some of the gusts could have gone up to like 100.
Well, my brother, is in Dallas, and did you see his post? He was driving down the highway and a Frito-Lay semi was in front of him and it flipped. And what's crazier is he posted on his Facebook about this, and one of his friends found a photo of it.
What do you mean?
That somebody that was also driving took a photo of it or a video of it flipping over.
Oh, they caught it when it was
Yes.
flipping over.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poor semis were just in a bad way.
They're like,
They're
what
like,
are we
"Oh, here
supposed
we
to
go."
do? Yeah, there's nothing they could do. But yeah, so we were stuck inside because we didn't want to get blown away.
Yeah,
and
I was afraid to leave my house, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because like I was afraid something would happen and like a fence would fly over from some object and then I wouldn't be there to like keep everything in my backyard.
Oh, I was thinking like you're afraid a fence was gonna like knock you out. Or
Oh.
something. I was like, well, that could happen too, I guess.
Well, no, that's already actually happened with a trash can.
Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, got a bloody nose from a trash can lid, which
Yeah.
was awesome.
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that was possible.
You learn
but
all kinds of things.
All things are possible with me.
Well, that is very true.
I mean, in all areas of life.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like I shouldn't even share this, but do you remember? You're probably not because you were on the court cheerleading, but I was at a basketball game one time in the middle of a crowd, seated, and the ball went through the crowd.
Hit you in the face.
Hit me in the back of the head.
Oh, I mean, I'm not even surprised, really.
And I was wearing a clip. I had my hair halfway
Oh,
up.
that hurts.
And it did hurt. And the clip fell out, and I just grabbed it, and I kept talking like nothing happened.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, Jessica stopped me, and she was like, hold on. Did you just get hit in the head?
You're like, act like it didn't happen. Let's
I was
keep
like,
going.
yeah, but we're moving on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anything is possible when it comes to
Yeah.
things that I come across like physically.
So let's hear about this thing that you stumbled upon.
Okay, so jalapeno. We're going to talk about jalapeno because this cat got loose in Edmond.
Mm-hmm.
It is an African serval. Okay, it should be in the zoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's a big cat. I think
It's like a wild cat.
It's a wild cat. I mean, they're from Africa. And apparently they will breed these African servals with domesticated cats and create what's called a savanna.
Okay.
Have you heard of savanna cats?
I don't ever hear anything about cats.
You're not a cat person.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not either, but it's really cool to see some of these exotic cats. And a lot of Instagrammer influencers have them.
Okay.
And so it's interesting because I've never witnessed anyone have something so wild before. But this lady posted on All Things Edmond. And
Okay.
she was like, hi, this is Jalapeno's mom. Jalapeno got out yesterday.
And she's just saying jalapeno. There's no like back
No.
reference of what she is talking about.
She's got a picture.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So she's like, this is my cat and he got out. If anyone sees him, please let me know because I'm just distraught and I need to find my baby.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So everyone starts chiming in.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is a beautiful cat, all these different things.
Mm-hmm.
And people actually start seeing the cat. And they're like, oh, I saw that cat at 15th and Coltrane.
Okay.
And so it's like in the heart of Edmond.
Yeah.
And then some people are chiming in going, so like, will this cat eat my dog? Because
it looks like a wild cat.
if it's in my backyard, like that's kind of scary.
Well, yeah.
So someone sees it. She goes to try to catch it with like treats. But while she's trying to catch it, she keeps her camera rolling.
Oh my.
And loses it again. Like she can't grab it.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, maybe it's because the camera was in your hand.
Mm.
Put the camera down. Try to like, I would be jumping on that cat.
But she wants to go viral.
She wants the viral, right?
Yeah.
So then another day goes by and she's like, does anybody have a trap? Somebody chimes in, yeah, I got a trap. And so she gets this trap and she's like, Jalapeno, we've got this trap set. And so hopefully Jalapeno will go in. And everyone's still commenting like, you spicy boy, Jalapeno.
Comments never fail.
They never fail. They totally keep it real.
I honestly live just for comments.
Like, I do too.
I'll barely look at something and then I'll just go straight to the comments.
I know. And it was just like, it got so involved that I was giving like evening updates to my husband, like what was going on with Jalapeno.
So she's giving basically a play-by-play to all of Edmond.
All of it. Yes. Play-by-play.
I also just find it fascinating how people
are so bored.
Well, that. And just the fact that I would never post to all things Edmond. Like,
Me
Grizz
neither.
is gone.
Me neither.
That's a me problem. That's a my neighborhood problem, maybe. Like, I'll post
I'd start there, for sure.
But I'm sure as heck not going on all things Edmond.
Well, honestly, it was a liability.
Well, that's the thing.
Think about it.
Well, you're like, what if because, I mean, we're not sure it's legal.
I'm sure it's actually, I think it is legal.
Oh, okay.
But if that cat were to hurt somebody.
Right.
And she had it in her house and she was keeping it, which she keeps it in like a big cage, which is kind of sad, you know?
This woman should not have this cat.
I know. But, we're all about freedom, right? So it's like, hey, she could be breeding it. Who knows? She could be trying to breed it and make a
breed
Savannah.
it so that then there are more of these cats in a massive cage.
Who knows?
I mean,
I don't know.
their own, I guess.
Yeah, but like all these people kept posting stuff like, I hope you find him. I hope he gets home safe. And then somebody was like, after he comes home, I think that he's earned a spot as a mascot here in Edmond. Like they were like, somebody needs to rename their mascot after Jalapeno, and then they were like, people were very sympathetic. Like, oh, poor guy. Like he's scared, which I'm sure he was. He'd never been out on his own before. But it was, this one was just funny. Like, where she was like, I'm trying to find the one where they had the dog, but he's beautiful. And I see why she wants to have him.
Okay. So what happened?
Okay. So she sets that trap and she gets him and she posts an update like, Jalapeno's home, everything's okay. And everyone was like, oh, thank goodness, Jalapeno.
Hallelujah.
I know. They were all over it.
Jalapeno,
and excited.
Baby.
But I mean, stuff like that doesn't happen a lot here, I don't think, where it's like everyone gets in. It made the news.
Oh my.
Did you know that?
No. I mean, that gives a little bit of credibility to why this is of anything. I mean, it was a lost cat.
I know. But it was not just a cat. That's the whole thing. It was a serval, which is like, it's kind of scary.
This may be a niche This story may be for a niche
Person?
audience. Yeah.
Because you wouldn't see that and think it was funny.
I would have scrolled right on by that.
Are you kidding me?
I would have never even, I wouldn't have even read the whole thing. I'd been like, cat,
I
and
was
gone.
fascinated.
I know. But you are, the fact that you said earlier you weren't a cat person.
No, I asked you if you were a cat person.
But then you said, I'm not really either.
Well, I'm more of a dog person now in my present life. Like, I got 2 cats and they don't want anything to do with me.
Brad was your soulmate.
Brad was my baby for sure.
Carissa had a Siamese cat that was, without a doubt, the meanest animal you'll ever meet. And she would defend that cat to the end. I mean, he could have clawed your face off and she'd be like, so what did you do? I mean, 1000%. So I see why this is like
fast. No, but it wasn't just me because I brought it up at the girls' dance and everybody chimed in. They're like, "Oh, are you talking about jalapeno?"
I mean, that is so fascinating to me. That so many people had read it, had found. I'm not even on this Facebook page, but I feel like I should.
You aren't?
No.
Oh, you should. Yeah, because it talks about like the biggest things that I like are like, I-35 is going to be closed on Saturday. Like stuff like that. They'll post that on there. And that's
it's important.
Impactful to your life, right?
But I mean, how did I survive without knowing about?
I don't know. It reminded me a lot of, remember the monkey Harambe? Do you remember when that
the big one?
Yeah. The one where they were like free Harambe.
Wasn't it like a gorilla?
It was a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yes. Kevin went off on that.
Oh, wow.
He loved Harambe, and I don't know why. I didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm not getting this. I mean, I'm so glad you found it. And the amount of joy it has brought you and just sheer entertainment has been so great. And I hope that people that are listening are like in their cars going, oh my gosh, jalapeno.
I hope so too, because if not, then we really don't know our audience.
No, please
but
do or don't chime in about that.
Yeah, don't tell us we're completely off because this was my idea. So.
I love it. I mean, I think it's great. The fact that it gained as much traction as it did, because in my mind, I'd be like, well,
the freaking news. Yeah, 2 news stations reported on it.
Slow
news day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a
it was an Edmond happening.
Yeah, but it also was something that could have been dangerous. That's the point. Like,
I was really hoping that something happened. Like, I thought that's where we were going.
Oh, you thought that like maybe it killed somebody's dog?
I don't want to admit that, but yes. I was kind of hoping that like she had her camera and I mean like this Seville great jalapeno.
Serval.
Seville serval. So yeah, that would have really caught my eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like to see like total off the edge destruction. Like
obviously.
Did it kill anything? Well, then it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well, another thing that was on like for sale in Edmond was 3/4 of a cake.
See, my belief is that those are rage baits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's a rage bait? I don't know what that is.
Okay. Which I've kind of learned recently. So there's a lot of like people that will show the videos and like they'll do like a stitch at the end where it'll be like, that guy I always send you.
Oh, yeah. Where he makes fun of like the viral videos on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it'll be like, a hack that your grandparents never showed you. And it's like them putting duct tape around their leg and like thumbs upping it or something. And so it makes no sense. And they know that.
They're just trying to get attention.
Exactly. And they know that it will go viral because people will comment on it and be like, you're an idiot. Or one of the bigger ones I've heard is that a lot of influencers, like food influencers, will be like making a recipe and they'll leave, like if they're using a fruit and there's like a sticker on it, they'll leave the sticker on it throughout the whole thing. Ruin the whole recipe.
Because they put the sticker in
the food,
in the mixture.
They act like they don't know what's happening, like that they couldn't see it. And so then you have thousands that see it and they comment and they're like, what are you, an idiot? Did you not see the sticker? Like, and those are rage baits because it makes your video go viral.
Well, what do they call it? It's about not clicks, but what do they call it? not views either. Somebody said something, I read it the other day, where, it's like it gives them traction.
Yeah.
And so therefore their stats go up.
Yeah, because you click on it to watch the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I believe that
Interesting.
was, but also, I mean, there's some just real crazy people. Some of the stuff I see on Marketplace is just alarming.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that this may have been serious because of I don't really want to say why, but he took it very seriously when he was posting this cake. And he said, "So I went to this new place called Susie Cakes on Sunday and picked up this tropical coconut cake. The cake is 1/4 eaten, but it's too sweet for me.
Shut up.
No, if anyone wants the remaining cake, please message me. I'm willing to even try a small piece of your choosing so you know that it's safe to eat."
This poor
expensive
man.
It's an expensive cake. I live northwest corner of Kilpatrick Turnpike. Okay?
Oh my.
So
I'm
someone
guessing the comments do not disappoint.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. The first one
Uh-huh.
is, "You're a kind person."
Oh, I like when they start off nice because then you're just going to get bullied.
And then somebody else chimed in and said, "Gross and disgusting to sell a partly eaten cake. Give it to a friend or throw it away and don't buy again. This listing shouldn't even be allowed."
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was by Cheryl.
Well,
It fits.
okay,
It
Cheryl.
fits, Cheryl. And then someone was like, "Wow, you could have kept from commenting since you said something so rude."
Oh yeah, then they just start going. That is probably my most favorite part of comments is when then like people start sticking up
For
for
the
the
crazy
creator.
person.
And guaranteed they don't know this person.
They have no. And you're like, why are you defending them?
You're defending.
It's weird.
They put up a 3/4. Honestly, even if you put up a cake. Oh, she's showing me a picture of this. We're going to go ahead and put a screenshot of this in our Insta stories the day that we release this because you all need to see this.
I mean, you just can't make this stuff up.
Did they tag the bakery?
No, they didn't.
They should have.
They should have, for sure. But I mean, it looks like a beautiful cake.
It's too sweet for me,
Too
Carissa.
sweet. Posting it online.
Oh my.
And what's sad about it too is that obviously this guy didn't have any friends like to give it to, or like I would take it to church, or
What?
I mean, I would.
What did you just say? You
Like-
would take an eaten cake to
No,
church?
like to co-op with my co-op and be like, "Hey, I had this cake. Does anyone want some of it?"
I don't know.
You wouldn't take a cake to share it with your friends at church?
I just feel like once you cut into that cake, it's
It
just
doesn't
like,
leave your house.
yeah. Cookies, cupcakes. There's some
Cookies?
I would take them. I'm
Oh.
saying you could take cookies, you could take cupcakes. There's something about it being a whole one unit and you separating
Not
it.
portable.
It's not it's not portable. We're learning a lot about it. I mean, you'd think after almost 40 years we would have known this about each other.
I would
but
think so too. I would hope. I could totally see you actually coming over here on a day that we're recording with a cake and being like, "Hey, I didn't dig this cake. Do you
Yes.
girls want to try it?"
Okay, that is very different. That is like a one-on-one situation. But like taking it to a group activity.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't. I used to take stuff up to the office all the time.
I feel like I mean,
Is that okay?
yes.
Is it just because it's church and Jesus is there?
Okay. Can we let this lead into something else
Like
a little
what?
bit
Okay.
about I feel okay. So I think I mentioned before I was raised Pentecostal, you know,
Right, we
and
both
so
were.
yes, and so
Yeah.
we, always did potluck after church.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's a total potlucker. Like I could see somebody in the Pentecostal church bringing that sucker to the buffet.
and that thing would have been polished
Gone.
off.
Gone.
Gone. And I will say my standards for what I'll eat that was made outside of a restaurant is beyond high. I will not eat other people's food a lot now.
Totally, but that's a professional cake.
But it went into that man's home.
Oh, so just because it like went on his countertop.
Yes.
You're
What
like,
if he had a cat?
Mm-hmm. That ate part of it?
Yes.
I've thought about that.
So those are kind of the things that I'm like, and so, so Toby's bank, they're like such a close-knit group. And I hope that he's okay that I'm sharing this.
You could have left out bank.
And they, yeah. So his office.
Okay.
They're just so close. So they always celebrate birthdays and holidays together and stuff.
Yeah.
And they always do like a potluck. And Toby, like,
Does he refuse?
most of the time, not because he thinks it's like, I mean, he trusts those people and like, it's not that. He's just like, his standards are even higher than mine. Like, he doesn't even like it if I eat some of his food.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
so,
he's like done with it. Like, if I try and take some of his, he's just like, okay.
Like, if you take a bite of his food, is he cool with it?
No, that's the thing.
Really?
It's like he just doesn't want anybody else to have handled his food outside of like a restaurant setting.
Not even his own wife.
I mean, I guess I do make all of his meals. So, I mean, I see the lunacy there of like what he does. But it's just funny to me that like even this day and age, I just feel like potlucks aren't a thing anymore because I think COVID pushed us over the edge of germs of like other people. Because, I never thought about with birthday parties, how until COVID and now it's.
Like, what do you mean birthday parties?
When you go to a kid's birthday party and we put candles and then a kid blows his germs all over the cake.
Is that a problem now?
Yes.
Every birthday I've gone to, they've blown all over the cake, even since COVID.
Oh, see, I feel like we didn't for the longest time. And I think people do it, but I cringe now. Even with my own kids, I've even got to, I mean, they're not really doing that as much now. They're older, but like, I'm always like, oh my gosh. Because somebody's throwing up the next day. Guaranteed. Like, I just feel like anytime you have a gathering, someone's sick the next day. So like you just infected.
But do you think that the possibility of you getting that one piece of cake that has that one small part of the saliva on it?
I feel very strongly about it. I just do.
Because I think it's when someone coughs right next to you and you breathe in that same air.
But blowing and coughing aren't super far apart.
I don't know. I just feel like in general, people are more sick these days than they ever were.
Well,
like,
yeah, but I think that's a deeper conversation.
That is a deeper conversation. But like, I have never been to a birthday party where they don't blow on the candles because they're paranoid about it. That's never happened.
I feel like it did for a while, like 21 and 22. And now everybody's back. Now we're just like, you know what?
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I feel the whole way around because like the joy of blowing out the candles is worth it to me. Like watching a kid blow out their birthday candles.
To be throwing up the next day. I know.
Well, knock on wood, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of layers to illnesses and catching them.
Oh, I agree. It's not like as easy to catch. I just feel like COVID in my mind, that's the one thing that stuck. I don't know why that was it. I guess in my mind, I remember just like kind of clicking and being like, I mean, all these years, none of us were like, oh my God, you're just spewing your saliva basically all over the cake. And then you're like, you want a piece? No, thanks, Susan. Like,
well, I think this comes back as to why we pray over our food, right? I mean, that's why we always have in restaurants. We don't know what they're doing back there.
I mean, I've worked in restaurants. Like, you don't want to know what they're doing back there. It's just so good to not know,
right?
But yeah.
I just hope
the trust that we give restaurants is not.
Yeah,
we shouldn't give it to them.
The only thing that comforts me when like I'm at a restaurant is that I know that something was heated up to a certain temperature,
so it
that
should have
hopefully killed any germs,
killed off anything
that anyone else had.
Yeah,
But like there was one time I went through a drive-through at Sonic, and I could tell when the guy handed me my drink that he had strep throat. I could hear it
Oh.
in his voice because it's like, that kind of froggy sound. And within 2 days, I had strep. No joke. And
Oh
I knew it was
my.
from Sonic. So it happens.
Well, of course. I mean, that's how everything, but I
Yeah.
don't know. That just made me think of potlucks and all
No,
of
that's
those
so
things.
true. And I mean, potlucks are like, I don't know. We still do them between friends.
Yeah.
Like Super Bowl parties.
Yes.
Everybody brings something.
Yeah.
And like I've been to everyone's homes. I know that they practice clean.
They're not letting their cat like rub up against on the countertop.
No. And I mean, I have 2 cats, but if like they never get on the countertops, and if they do, they are in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, we spray them with water or any of that. And I disinfect my countertops all the time.
Yeah. But that's you.
I know. Other people don't have the same cleanliness.
See, this all goes back to I'll eat yours because I know how clean you are.
Right.
But I don't want the majority. I don't want your 3/4 cake.
Yeah, but what if they ate it in front of you? You still wouldn't be okay with that?
I don't know. You're adding all these things that you're baiting me. You're definitely baiting me.
Well, and it is possible he could have been baiting people, but I thought it was freaking hilarious.
No, that is hilarious.
And and those 2 stories happened within 24 hours. I was like,
what are the chances?
Edmond is on fire right now, And then 2 weeks later, they literally, things did catch off.
And then there were fires.
Wind.
I know.
Yeah, it was so sad. But yeah, so we just wanted to kind of do like an Edmond.
I mean, we realize not everybody's in Edmond, but these are just,
No.
I mean, it could have been anywhere, these things. I mean, that's hilarious.
And I always like wonder like what people's lives are like outside of, my own. Like, what do they do for fun in Iowa? Like, I don't know.
I thought I had a joke, but I don't even know. I know nothing about Iowa.
Exactly. I think
like I would probably say 90% of the nation has no idea about Oklahoma. They probably think what we do is we ride around on horses and go to our teepees
and hide from tornadoes.
Yeah, and somehow we got an NBA team.
Yeah, people are afraid to come here because of the tornadoes to watch the thunder. Have you ever read that?
No, but that's so silly.
I mean, they have no idea. And if you watch movies like Twister and what was the last one that came out?
Twisters.
Yeah,
they really did it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good name.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see where people would be terrified.
Well, yeah, because it is, I mean, it was funny because we went with our friends and then we took the kids because, did I tell you about all this?
No.
So we took the kids because I think it was my birthday week and I really wanted to go see it. And Twister was like one of Tuck's favorite. I mean, he was obsessed with tornadoes. Went as tornado for Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
One year, which
hilarious.
was so great.
Uh-huh.
And it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
I mean, we
people
as
getting
Oklahoma
sucked up.
Yes. And it's just like, but the thing is it's like they're walking, and then down comes an F5.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's
okay,
not how it happens.
Not even a little bit.
We have like now with the technology.
We have like weeks notice that like tornadoes are going to possibly be
like this weekend is going to be
tornadic.
Intense.
Yeah.
It's going to be tornadic. You need to be at home. You need to prepare.
Right.
And thankfully they do. I mean, it's sad because they've like canceled proms when they've said stuff like that.
Last year.
Did they really?
Oh, so many schools canceled prom last because we had
such sad.
I know, but think about the liability.
I know. Well, and don't all the schools now have storm shelters?
Yeah, but prom isn't at the school usually.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's usually at somewhere else.
Yeah, it's usually at an event. And the thing with last year is that they were literally hitting like 7, 8 o'clock. So it was like right when it would be going
when it was supposed
on.
to start.
But can you imagine the devastation we would? I mean,
yeah. Yeah. Well, and what's weird is that never happened when we were in school. Like,
well, we also didn't get days off school for flu days like they do this year.
What?
Yeah, they canceled school because too many kids had the flu.
Yeah. Yeah. That's never happened before either.
Spray some Lysol.
Yeah.
My kid needs to be in school. We are 47th, 48th in the nation.
Yep.
We're going to dedicate a whole series to Oklahoma education. No, not really.
Yeah. Well, and I know nothing about that because I've just decided to remove myself completely from it. So I know nothing. I'm
Yeah.
just in my own little bubble. But
Um,
yeah, so Oklahoma happenings, everyone gets to experience what we've been able to see over the past couple weeks.
yeah.
And yeah, so thanks for joining us. And we hope you have a great week.